I'm talking to you today about writing. And when you're writing books or comic books or whatever you're writing, in my opinion, they're a lot more interesting if you write about some experience you've had in your past. If you do, you're a lot more passionate, you're more into the story. The story I'm about to tell you led to comic books for me, and that's why this is such an important story to me. My son Nick, when he was 3, we all were going fishing on my parents' farm on the Zumbro River in Rochester, and he looked like this when he was 3, just a little thing. Isn't he cute? And he was walking too close to the edge, and he slipped off the riverbank and disappeared into the river, a rushing river. And his dad jumped in right where he fell in, and within seconds he brought Nick back up by his feet. And we didn't joke about it at the time, but later on we were all impressed that he was able to keep his glasses on while he was still in a rushing river. Well, this small little story, and tragic that it had a good ending, thank goodness, led me to create a villain called Eel Pout. I was talking to one of my former students, Max, and one of his writings was about an eel pout, and I've never heard of an eel pout before. And I go, is that a real fish? And he said, yeah. And so I researched an eel pout, and I was surprised how much the eel pout looked like a very pouty Mick Jagger. So I kind of made the eel pout a rock star kind of looking guy. But he really lives in the Zumbro River, of course, and what he does is he's very angry in the water because these humans keep coming along and scooping up all the fish and cooking them. And so he's angry about it, and he's going to stop them. Instead of sitting down and saying, hey, people, stop taking all the fish out of the river. Don't know if that would help or not, but say he would do that. He uses evil things, and I haven't decided what evil things he's doing. He's going to, he could probably steal Nick and grab him underwater and take him to a cave somewhere. I'm still working out the details, but my point being is that you can come up with, based on just you and your experience, you can come up with some really great stories. Like this is Vagabond. And I created her many years ago, and she has orange hair instead of dark brown like I have because I always wanted to have orange hair. So I dressed her up like this, and you can make a superhero look like whatever you want your superhero to look like. You can make a villain. I mean, this guy even could be a superhero if you just gave him good personality. Right now, he's going to be a villain because he's capturing people who are fishing. So what I'd like you to do in your notebook this week, just to get you started on thinking about superheroes, is think about some things of your past, think about the things that you like, and create your superhero. Now, later on in your Comic Creations for Heroes workbook, there is a page with a superhero tracer, so you can trace this, you can draw it right on there, and that has directions for how you put your superhero together. And this is what I did another one like this just for an example. This is Vagabond before she was put together. So there she is. Her legs are kind of, yay. Okay, her legs are kind of, oh yeah, she's like doing the jig or something right now. Okay, so this is what she is before, this is what she is afterward, after you put the tape and everything. Right now, let's just think about superheroes and who you want to be and what superhero powers you might have. How do you capture your villain? What are you going to do? Have fun writing, kids!